Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, November 19th, 2013. Let's jump right into the charts here. You'll see that the S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading lower by 2.25 points. They are off the worst part of the day, which was around 7 a.m. They have come off those lows a little bit, but nonetheless, still down over 2 points at the moment. Again, down trading. S&P futures are trading down to 1786.50. We'll see how today trades out. Yesterday was a big reversal day for the stock market. Although the trading volume was pretty light, it was a decent decline when you think about where the market was at the opening bell. So we'll see if there's any follow-through to the downside today. Volume trends are light. You always got to be a little bit on the cautious side that the markets could get what we like to call a float higher. So they float often when the trading volume dies out. There's just no selling pressure. So we'll see how that plays out today. But looking over the markets right now, if you take a look at last night in Asia, markets were basically flat for the most part. But in Europe, they are coming under a little bit of pressure. You do have the German DAX down about 0.3%. The London FTSE 100, which remember England can print their own money, they're down about 0.4%. And then you have Spain and Italy, both down nearly 1%, and the French CAC 40 is also down about 1%. So Europe is coming under a little bit of pressure this morning, at least right now before the U.S. market's open. We'll see how the U.S. market plays out. If the U.S. market moves up, obviously Europe will improve. But for the most part, I'm not really sure how that is going to happen. Looking at a few different stocks today, we got a bunch of stocks in the news. First one is Campbell Soup. CPB is the ticker symbol there. Stock is getting hammered. It closed at $41.81. It's trading at $39.33. It did trade as low as $38. This one has a chance to go lower, but nonetheless, it will find some support, probably somewhere in this 39 to 36 level. We'll have a gap level for you in the chat room. That'll be posted up around 9 o'clock in the morning. But Campbell Soup coming under early pressure, and I believe they just guided lower. Another one that is in the news today is Best Buy. Best Buy just did a warning. So this has been the hottest stock really of 2000. You could make a case the hottest stock really of 2013. Stock has gone from basically $11 all the way up to $44. But look at it's getting hit this morning. Closed yesterday at around $43.56. Today it's trading at $40.80. Did trade as low as $40. We will have some gap levels for this one as well, but we do expect lower prices in Best Buy. I believe the earnings are on the 21st, which are only a couple days away, so how's that for warning before your earnings come out? Let's take a look at Salesforce, Salesforce.com, another stock here. This is a leading cloud software name, and you're going to see that the stock is trading down a little bit from yesterday's close. It closed at $55.50. The stock has a lot of support around 51.25 if it does get down there. So keep this on your radar all the way down here, 51.25. This would be a good level, I think, for Salesforce. So if it gets down there, that would be a level I think traders can step into on the long side. But right now, I wouldn't do much with the stock at all at the moment. And it's currently trading, as you can see here, at $54.71, down about 75 cents from yesterday's close. But either way, until that stock really gets down to around 51.25, there's not much that you want to do with it right now. Stock that's was doing well a little while ago was Dick's Sporting Goods. It's actually holding steady now. It closed at $56.37 yesterday. It's trading at $56.70. It did pop above $57.50 for a brief moment. This company also reported earnings. I think the stock's overbought. I don't have a great level because it's a new all-time high, but I would not chase it here, and I will be looking in the morning for a potential fade on this name. So I would not be a buyer of Dick's Sporting Goods at all. Let's take a look at Home Depot. They reported earnings making new all-time highs, I believe, or they're close to it. So there's not much we could do at Home Depot here. But this is another one that's overbought, and I would not rule out a fade or a reversal. I just don't have a great level because of the new high. The next stock we're going to take a look at is Tesla. Tesla's coming under an investigation for all of those fires that have recently happened. So again, you want to be a little bit careful with Tesla today. It's trading at around $119.35. It closed at $121. I don't really see much support in this stock till it gets down towards the 114.40, 114 level. There's not much you want to do with it before that. Again, it is definitely oversold on a daily chart. So, there could be bounces in here from the oversold condition. But either way, you slice it or dice it, I think the 114 level is probably a little bit better. This stock is definitely a tougher name to trade now with all the news surrounding it. But nonetheless, that's why you want to watch the levels when they get there. So again, it looks like there's a federal probe going on in the Tesla fires that have recently been reported. So we'll see how that shakes out and plays out going forward. But that one is a pretty important one to note. So you want to be a little bit careful just because of the news surrounding it. And again, I don't see any real good support till 114. So we'll see how that plays out. You have a host of other names out there that are reporting earnings, and also some plays that are trading in sympathy to some of the market movers. But let's take a look at oil this morning and gold. If we go to oil, you're going to see that light sweet crude this morning is trading down about 18 cents to 93.50 a barrel. If we go to the all-important USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, you'll see that's at 33.56. Again, oil has been really hammering on this 33.50, or the USO I should say, has been hammering on this 33.50 for a while. This still remains to be at least short-term support until it can build a bearish base. Then it can trade lower. But in the meantime, 33.50 level for the USO seems to be holding up, at least at the moment. But the more it hammers on there, the more likely it is to trade lower in time. But we're not at that stage yet. Let's take a look at gold futures this morning. Gold is trading basically higher by about $1 to 1273.20. So I don't know if we can make too much out of it. Let's take a look at the GLD. Good proxy for gold futures, and you'll see that sitting really right at 122.91. Yesterday it closed at 122.90, so it's basically unchanged. I still think there's a fair amount of support here for gold, but there's just not a pattern worthy of taking to the long side, and that's something worth noting. So you want to see a good pattern first before you could inch in on gold. And right now gold is trading below all the moving averages, so it's still in a fragile position for the most part. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to leave it here, short and sweet today as usual. I want to wish everybody a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.